Alrighty, well, I'm back from the sorry, back from the gym. It was an okay workout. Um, it wasn't as busy as it was the last couple days. Like I was saying in my last video, I live on a college campus because I'm going to school right now, and I have about a year and a half left. I'm studying teaching, so I'll be hopefully a high school history teacher. So this coming fall, so this coming September of next year, I'll be student teaching. So I have just about a year left of classes, which kind of makes me a senior. And which is kind of weird because I'm not used to being like the old one on campus, but I've just been seeing a lot of freshmen at my gym, and it's kind of easier to pick out if they're freshmen or not for some reason. I don't know why lately. And they're always like have to log in with their student ID at the gym and stuff. So there's a lot more people at the gym lately, and yet the last couple days have been pretty bad. But today wasn't horrible. But sometimes at the gym I struggle with like confidence. So it's easier for me. A lot of times I'll wear tank tops to the gym. I feel like kind of a douchebag wearing them sometimes. But sometimes when I have the pump and stuff and I see myself in the mirror, it kind of gives me a confidence boost. And it makes me like work out even harder, if that makes sense. So that's why I kind of like wearing tank tops. But then sometimes I really just don't feel confident about myself, and it really makes it harder to work out, because I don't know, I just kind of lose energy or like motivation to do it, even though if I'm not feeling confident I should be going even harder. I don't know if that makes sense. But today, this morning at like 8 a.m. I went and got a haircut because it's one of my buddies. School's starting on Monday, so I gotta look good. And it's one of my buddies' weddings tomorrow. Not tomorrow, sorry. Not this Saturday. It's Friday today. Not this Saturday, but next Saturday. So I just wanted my hair to look good, and so I did it. Instead of wearing a hat, which I normally do, I just did my hair for the gym. And I'm just really not really liking my haircut, and I was kind of self-conscious about it. But normally the haircuts look better after like the third day or something. So I was not feeling confident about myself, unfortunately. And it made me not have the greatest workout in the world. But it says I burned 1,200 calories, and I worked out for 156 minutes. So I think that's good. That's definitely better than most people do. But just arm-wise, like pump-wise, I don't know. It's not the best day I've had. But let's keep getting some protein. This is Clean and Simple Eats. One scoop has like 20 grams of protein, which is nice. And I'm just like mixing that with some water, which is kind of gross, and then I'm just heating up some chicken that we have. Well, it's like chicken nuggets that you get at Costco, and they're so much better if you air fry them, but I kind of just microwave them because it's just faster. I don't know. But yeah, so it's almost 12, so I'm gonna eat this. I'm probably gonna watch some anime as I eat. I'm watching this anime right now called Fire Force. It's really good so far. I'm only at 10 episodes in. There's only 2 seasons with like maybe like 50 something episodes. So I'm decent way in. I'm really, really liking it. So I'm probably just gonna eat this while I watch some anime, in the shower, and then I'm gonna head to my college campus, go to the library, start working on the comic, because I can work on it anywhere, but sometimes when I actually go somewhere, it's easier for me to my brain to like commit to it. So, but the library closes at 5, I think. So I need to get there in the next hour or 2. And then I'm going to be working on my second comic book, and maybe my third. Got to figure that out, because the artist is 1 page away from being done with my comic. It's so crazy. I'm so excited. But yeah, so I'm just going to go watch some anime right now, and then we'll shower, get ready, and then we'll head to campus. Well, I made it to campus, and it's like 85 degrees outside, and I didn't think it'd be that bad. But it's about a 20-minute walk here, and I am sweating. This room that I'm in has air conditioning, so it'll cool off in a little bit. But yeah, if you didn't see my first video, the video I posted just a couple days ago, I kind of talked in depth about my comic book and what it's kind of about. But if you missed that, I'll summarize it again. And because it's kind of hard for me to explain the premise of the story with like not going into a huge amount of like context, And so I tried to make like a synopsis for me to say, or like, like a summary. So like maybe I can put it in like magazines or something and try to market it. So I'll just read it to you. So you may know what my comic is about. But for me, I grew up reading fantasy and adventure books like Percy Jackson, and I enjoyed those kind of books immensely. And I'm actually reading one right now just like that has inspired me for a lot of different ways. But I particularly love the distinct abilities bestowed upon characters like Percy Jackson from their divine parents, the Greek gods. And I used to daydream of being able to breathe underwater and manipulate water at will, just like Percy. I did when I was younger in like elementary school. Although Greek gods may not actually exist, I always believed it would be incredible to have powers similar to those of Percy Jackson. And this is where this comic comes in. Our world does not have any superpowered beings, and there are no demigods roaming this earth, slaying monsters and such. But what if there was? Or in other words, what if some people like us were given the powers of the gods? This series explores that with a regular person named Carter Brooks, who inherits a fantastic / extraordinary power from a mysterious man and becomes a hero known as the Tempest. And that's what my comic is titled, The Tempest. And I don't want to give too much away, but that's a great synopsis. The Tempest, or Carter Brooks, is a character who's going to be a superhero who can control and manipulate water. And it's a really, really fantastic story. I think I hope that probably sounds really hypocritical, me saying my own story is fantastic, you know what I mean? But I've been working on it for a long time, and my first comic is almost done. Issue number 1 of The Tempest should be done in about 2 weeks. And then I need to get a printer. I need to print them, and I'm also going to publish just digital copies available for purchase on my website. The website is not currently done, but it's going to be it's going to be raycomics.shop. Just like the title of this YouTube channel, my company is called Ray Comics. Kind of like Marvel Comics, DC Comics, you know what I mean. But today, I am going to be working on the second issue of The Tempest. And I'm about halfway done. It's the last video I did. I pretty much did half of it. But there's still some things that I'm struggling with, I guess. Things I still need to figure out, and that definitely will just come with time. But yeah, so I'm going to just be working on this a little bit, and then if I have time, the library that I'm in closes at 5, and it's 2 right now. So I got 3 hours. I'm going to work on this, and then hopefully I'm going to start working on my second series that I'm going to be coming out with called God Given. And if you want to learn or hear more about what that story is about, go listen back to my first video, my first vlog, I guess. Yeah, so I'm just going to be working on this comic for a couple hours, and so yeah.